Science depends on trust. It is built upon shared knowledge, verified by others. Peer review is the very bedrock of this verification. For centuries, scholars have examined each other's work. This process helps ensure quality and accuracy. However, this vital system has often been shrouded in opacity. Its workings could be unclear, its records sometimes fleeting. But now, a new light is dawning in this crucial domain. My School Research introduces a revolutionary concept, the peer review certificate. This innovation is set to change how we acknowledge and trust academic contributions, heralding an era of greater clarity. The importance of trustworthy records in science cannot be overstated. In the past, peer review systems sometimes had significant flaws. Reviews could be difficult to track, or their authenticity might be questioned down the line. Imagine a vast, ancient library where some pages are missing entirely, or consider scrolls whose authors remain forever unknown or unverified. This uncertainty presents a challenge that My School Research directly addresses. The goal is to create an academic record that is not only comprehensive, but also endures through time. A record that every student, researcher, and institution can unequivocally trust. This foundation of trust is absolutely vital for the continued progress of human knowledge. So what is this powerful new tool enabling such trust? The answer lies in blockchain technology. You may have heard of blockchain in other contexts. At its core, blockchain is a distributed digital ledger. It is decentralized, meaning no single entity controls it. And it is immutable, meaning once information is recorded, it cannot be altered or deleted. Think of it as a shared cosmic notebook, copied thousands of times across many computers. Every new entry, every scientific review, is a permanent mark. This entry is then verifiable by anyone in the network. My School Research cleverly harnesses this robust technology. It uses blockchain to secure each peer review certificate, making it tamper-proof and inherently transparent. This development is far more than a simple update to an existing system. It represents a fundamental transformation in academic validation. This change will resonate deeply with students who are just learning the rigorous methods of scholarly critique. It will empower researchers seeking to share their groundbreaking discoveries with the world. And it will bolster universities in their mission to foster and disseminate knowledge. The My School Peer Review Certificate is not merely a digital document. It stands as a clear symbol of an unwavering commitment, a profound commitment to academic integrity, to rigorous scrutiny, and to refreshing openness. The future of how we validate and trust research begins now, with this important step. How exactly does this innovative peer review certificate come into existence? Its creation is elegantly simple and fully automated. It is born directly from the act of completion. Once a peer reviewer finalizes their assessment of a research paper within the My School Research platform, the system takes over. It automatically generates the unique peer review certificate. There are no complicated manual steps for the reviewer or the author to navigate. This process is designed to be efficient and seamlessly integrated. This automation ensures that every valuable review, every piece of scholarly feedback, is captured and memorialized. Nothing is overlooked and no contribution goes unrecorded. This streamlined automation is absolutely key to the certificate's widespread power and utility. What specific information does this powerful certificate hold for the academic world? It is intentionally rich with crucial details. The certificate contains the core qualitative feedback provided by the reviewer, their expert comments and suggestions. It also includes any quantitative scores or ratings that were part of the review process. Critically, and with appropriate permissions, it can display the reviewer's verified background and areas of expertise. This makes their relevant qualifications part of the permanent record, adding significant weight. Such transparency, where ethically applied, builds immense confidence in the review's quality. We can understand who reviewed the work, their relevant credentials, and precisely what they contributed through their detailed assessment. A natural question arises: how can anyone be absolutely certain that a certificate is genuine? The answer lies in the inherent security of blockchain technology. Anyone, anywhere, can independently check the authenticity of a My School peer review certificate. This is where the true magic of the blockchain unfolds. Each certificate is assigned a unique digital fingerprint, a cryptographic hash. This unique identifier is then permanently recorded on the distributed blockchain. This fingerprint can be looked up and verified against the public ledger. Crucially, no single institution or administrator controls this verification process. It is a truth agreed upon by the network. This distributed consensus makes fraudulent creation or alteration of certificates incredibly difficult, if not impossible. This certificate is meticulously designed and engineered to last indefinitely. It is not stored in a single vulnerable database or on a solitary server. Instead, its existence is secured across the vast, distributed network of the blockchain. This inherent redundancy makes it a permanent fixture in the academic record. It becomes a trustworthy and enduring testament to the peer review process itself. Researchers can confidently rely on these certificates throughout their careers, building a verifiable portfolio of their scholarly service. Institutions, in turn, can point to these certificates with justifiable pride, showcasing their commitment to rigorous standards. The certificate endures, a lasting mark of quality and contribution within the scientific community. Let us journey back and consider the traditional landscape of peer review. This process has always been a vital pillar of academic publishing and scientific advancement. However, older, more traditional systems often presented considerable challenges for all involved. They were frequently slow, with review timelines stretching for many months, sometimes even years. The internal processes could be quite unclear to authors, and even to some reviewers. Typically, reviewer identities were kept strictly anonymous. While intended to promote candor, this sometimes led to a perceived lack of direct accountability for the quality or tone of the review. Feedback could vary wildly in its constructiveness. It was, in many respects, a system that was ripe for thoughtful improvement and modernization. My School Research, with its blockchain-backed certificate, offers a stark and refreshing contrast. The generation of the peer review certificate is both automatic and remarkably fast, occurring as soon as the review is complete. The information contained within each certificate is presented in a clear, structured, and standardized format. When reviewers consent to share aspects of their background, this adds valuable context and transparency to their assessments. This inherent clarity removes much of the ambiguity that plagued older systems. We are effectively moving away from a black box model of peer review. We are stepping into a more open, more understandable, and more efficient process. This newfound swiftness and transparency benefit everyone involved in the research lifecycle. The anonymity prevalent in many old peer review systems certainly served a purpose. It was primarily designed to protect reviewers from potential retribution, allowing them to offer frank criticism. However, this veil of anonymity could also unintentionally shield instances of potential bias or, in some cases, less than thorough reviews. Without a degree of transparency, it was often challenging to comprehensively assess the overall fairness of the process. It was also difficult to formally acknowledge and give proper credit to reviewers for their diligent, often unpaid intellectual labor. This inherent opaqueness could sometimes hinder truly constructive scientific discourse. My School's system aims to carefully rebalance these considerations for a healthier academic ecosystem. The My School Peer Review Certificate actively champions a new, more enlightened pathway. It encourages openness where it is appropriate and beneficial, always respecting privacy concerns. Crucially, it fosters a greater sense of accountability for reviewers. Their significant contributions to the scholarly commons are now formally and verifiably recognized through these certificates. This tangible recognition can serve as a powerful motivator for providing thorough, constructive, and timely feedback. It represents a clear and decisive move towards a more robust and reliable system for evaluating research. It is a system where the quality of review and the fairness of the process are more visible, and therefore more readily and consistently achieved by the community. Students, the next generation of scholars and innovators, stand to gain immensely from this new system. They learn firsthand about the importance of rigorous, transparent, and accountable peer review from an early stage. Researchers, from early career to established professors, can build a verifiable and portable portfolio of their peer review contributions. This tangible record can significantly aid their career progression and academic standing. Universities and research institutions can showcase the demonstrable quality and integrity of their research ecosystem. They can clearly demonstrate a proactive commitment to adopting and upholding best practices in scholarly communication. This, in turn, enhances their global reputation, attracts top-tier talent, and fosters a pervasive culture of excellence. Journals, funding bodies, and industrial partners all rely heavily on the trustworthiness of published research. The My School Peer Review Certificate provides them with an additional powerful layer of assurance. It helps these critical stakeholders assess the rigor and credibility of the peer review process that a piece of research has undergone. This is invaluable for editorial decisions and funding allocations. Companies looking to innovate and build upon existing research also benefit greatly. They can more easily identify credible, well-vetted studies, reducing the risk associated with R&D investments. This ultimately accelerates the often challenging translation of fundamental scientific discoveries into real-world applications and societal benefits. Academic honesty and integrity are absolutely paramount to the entire scientific endeavor. This blockchain-based certificate system directly and powerfully supports these core values. By making the details and existence of reviews verifiable and permanent, it actively combats fraudulent claims of review activity. It also helps to identify and discourage unfair, biased, or superficial reviews, as contributions are more visible. The transparency regarding a reviewer's background and expertise, where ethically shared and consented to, further aids in ensuring appropriate reviewer selection and accountability. Consequently, everyone participating in the research process is implicitly held to a consistently higher standard. Fairness becomes not just an ideal, but a more achievable reality for all participants in the global academic community. The MySchool Peer Review Certificate is far more than just another digital tool or administrative convenience. It truly represents a fundamental and positive shift in the landscape of research. It is a clear move towards a more trustworthy, more efficient, and significantly fairer research ecosystem for everyone involved. This system empowers individual researchers by recognizing their vital contributions. It strengthens academic institutions by enhancing their credibility and processes. Ultimately, it helps to accelerate the progress of knowledge itself, which benefits all of humanity. As science continues to confront increasingly complex global challenges, such robust systems of verification and trust are not merely helpful, they are absolutely vital for our collective shared future. They ensure that human discovery stands on the most solid and reliable foundation possible.
It stays online.